Welcome to the Kinkazoid podcast, where we give you your weekly dosage of nasty, freaky, kinky conversation and relationships too. Here's our host.
It's your girl Chase, the C Hayes, but how you say it, as long as that flavor stays in your mouth.
I'd be mad if you gave this slaughterhouse of a dick to another bitch. Yes, I would be very upset.
Y'all, it's your girl Royal, no tagline necessary. Just recognize she's a queen. You see the headline. When I say it was a wet spot, I mean it was a wet spot. Like it was like all encompassing the entire bed or whatever, almost.
And your boy Hubdusa, as they say, giving it to you from the front and the back. Nobody asked you what you like or what you feel works better. I said what works for me.
It's time to start the show. Let's get kinky.
Hey, boo.
Hi, baby. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. I was just celebrating my baby's first birthday. She turns 1 tomorrow.
Oh.
So yeah, if y'all didn't know, I have a secret child. She was birthed through somebody else, but she's my child. So
Your coloring is off.
Look, listen.
I'm just telling you. You're like,
okay, what do you? It's the camera. I didn't feel like reaching over and getting a different camera.
okay. I'm just telling you. You just your camera, your imaging is off.
Brother, I can't just relax if I wanted to.
I just want to make sure you look as good as you can.
Okay, whatever.
Don't be like that. Oh shit, y'all are real. Wow, really, Horace? It's all right.
Clean the camera now.
Period. And the irony that it's a red shirt.
I know. I made the shirt. This is This is one of the shirts for my merch.
Oh shit. Hello.
Better?
Yes. You don't look like you're a cartoon character.
Maybe that was the vibe.
Well, it wasn't a vibe because your colors were all saturated. It was just it wasn't a good look.
Yeah, I did. I was very red. Mm-hmm. Lady in red. So it's okay. So, how's everything?
You know, life be lifing. I gotta get up early for an appointment tomorrow. 4-hour long appointment. So.
Oof, 4 hours.
Yeah.
Why?
Apparently, because I gotta do. You know, so if no one else knows, I ruptured a disc in my back. So I have to go do a study, which essentially is going to see my range of motion and is going to determine whether I'll be limited mobility or they may put me on full-time disability. So.
Talk to the people there and hold on one second. I'll be right back.
Talk to the people. She'll be right back. You hear this? But yeah, put them, you know, the whole time we thought it was just pulled muscle. I ruptured a disc in my back, nerve impingement. So I've been dealing with, you know, going to appointments, physical therapy, trying to figure out whether, you know, they're gonna. What's up, Jamaica? But yeah, try to figure out whether they're gonna. People know Jamaica's in here. Somebody else is in here too. Not sure exactly who, but you know, we appreciate all people, whether it be just one person, whether it be 17 people. You still here with us, right? So that's the important part. See, King Mo, there you go. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. The wife, you know, she's doing the thing, is getting, you know, her degree, so she's working real hard. Yeah, I hope they give me good news too, because I honestly don't know what I would consider good news, because the always constantly being in pain is the thing that for me that sucks. From what they're saying, it's not something they want to do surgery for, so maybe they'll just do the whole disability thing. I guess that would be a good thing. I don't know. It's up in the air on how I feel about it, honestly. Because you know, I like getting out the house, I like working, but also, you know, my body is telling me that, hey, I can't do manual labor jobs, and that's basically what my experience is for. So.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Is she back?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I had to go because I didn't know if my baby when they were leaving, so I wanted to make sure I got my hugs and kisses in.
I understand. Do what you gotta do.
Anyway, dang, yo, disc is slipped.
Ruptured.
Damn. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So that ain't stopped nothing in the bedroom.
Hell no.
Bedroom boom. I bet.
I will make a way. I don't care.
One of my boys told me the same thing. Fucked up his whole lower back. He said, I'm gonna get mine.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't gonna stop that. Ain't not gonna stop that. I don't know. If I'm in pain, I can't. I literally if my lower back, especially my back, because my back is always giving me problems. If my back is hurting, I can't even give you a handshake. My shit fucked up.
I mean, when it spikes, I may have movement problems. I may be in pain, but I'm going to get that nut.
Do what you gotta do, King.
I'm committed to it.
Oh my god, these pants are so tight.
As men, we got to deal with the pains of life already. So I mean, what's another pain?
I just feel like because you guys are like using your lower back to pump so much that you wouldn't want to continue to do that.
So what am I supposed to go celibate for the rest of my life?
No, like I would think you would do you would get like a lot more cowgirl, reverse cowgirl, a lot of side action, things that aren't making it that you have to be at an upright angle, or dive in.
There is no position that I could be in that does not mess with my back.
Damn.
So whether it be getting ridden or me doing the work, it doesn't stop it. So I'm just gonna do me.
And that's what you're gonna do.
Exactly.
That's what you're gonna do. All right. So
what about you?
Ahead.
What's going on with you?
Nothing.
You say nothing, but that smile on your face says otherwise. Come on.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
I just work.
I
have a job, and I do that job, and then I get off, and then I lay in my bed, and then I go to sleep, and I wake up, and I do the same thing over again.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. If you want to talk about it, I'm not going to force it.
There's nothing to talk about in public.
I understand. So what you got? What you done seen? What you done heard? And anything going on in these streets?
There was something that I kind of was just okay. So we all know that this past couple of years, everybody and their mama who has enough money to buy a microphone decides to set up and have a podcast, right? And you see what I'm doing? See what I'm saying there, Cheesy? And so, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So we all know that Cam Newton and Nick Cannon both have some form of a podcast talk show.
Oh yeah.
Right. So if you don't know Dr. Bryant, she is a doctor, a PhD doctor in psychology, therapy, and all this other stuff, right? So she has had her fair share on both of Cam and Nick Cannon's podcasts. And she's even went on The Breakfast Club. Like she's been on, I think Married to Medicine, I think is a TV show I think she's on. So it's like I'm going to say she's starting to become a popularized person in her profession, if that makes sense. So not because of drama, but just literally because of her profession. So the whole thing started because she went on a Cannon show and she basically was, I don't want to say checking him or whatever, but kind of just making him realize, bro, like, why do you feel the need that you have to create 12 different broken homes? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I won't even say 12. I'll just say maybe 10 or 11. I don't know how many kids he has, because some kids he does have by the same woman. But nonetheless, you already created a broken home with Mariah Carey and the twins, right? When you guys got divorced. So you both created that. Then you waited eons and out of nowhere just started swat, 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 like just having mad kids. So basically she was just telling him like the possible reasons or, you know, things or whatever may have you
Yeah.
of like why this would be happening and, you know, what do you think this comes from? So then she ended up getting on Cam Newton's thing and basically said the same thing because he has, I think, 8 kids with 3 different women now. Um, and you know, she goes on to tell him about himself, not in a derogatory way, but just in a very like psychoanalytical order to like assess what are you looking, because you're saying that you still like, because she said it, she was like, when you were talking to, I think she said it, he said it to her or he said it to Corey Holmes or something like that. I think he said it to her, but he's like, I am still looking for the woman that I want to be married to while you're dating a woman. And she just had your child. Like, embarrassing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So she went on there. Now, to wrap this bitch up,
Bring it full circle.
she went back on Nick Cannon's thing. Okay. And in between that time, Corey Holcomb, the comedian, went
Yeah.
on Cam's. Now, Cam, he has been repetitive host or a guest on his thing.
Right.
And they get into the conversation about Dr. Bryant. And he goes in and he's like, you know, she's not even a doctor. She ain't a doctor. She just says doctor in front of her name. She's not even a doctor. Like, she just thinks she can walk around telling people this, that, and the third, da, 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 because she says things so eloquently and yada, yada, yada. She's not even a doctor. Like, nobody really fuck with her. I called her around and da, 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 da. So when she went back on Nick Cannon's show, of course, he showed the clip. He's like, what's your response? And she's like, what's so crazy about that is that, oh no, actually, she went on the Breakfast Club. And she's like, what's so crazy about that? This is coming from a beef that happened eons ago. Like, it was something so small and so minute that Corey has held on to it to be like, oh, you're not a doctor. You got a PhD, you're a doctor, period. Like, that's a doctorate is, a PhD. So, like, you can be called a doctor even if you're not working in active medicine. You are still doctor because you have earned the degree of a PhD.
Right.
And I just, even in that sense, I always thought I thought it was pretty hilarious that because you felt like your mans and them are all under attack for having these multitude of broken homes. And mind you, she's never said anything derogatory to these men. That's the thing. Like, any other woman would have been like, you know what, nigga, you's a bitch and you don't know how to keep your dick in your pants and blah, 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 blah. But she's just like, I get it, but do you not understand where you're coming from? Do you not understand how that shows up in your life? Like, she's making them kind of like unveil against themselves what's
They're making them peel back and do the self-awareness.
yes. And she's like, guys, look, it's a Tiana cup. I got it from Party City. It used to be called iParty, but yeah, I thought it's cute. Anyway, but I don't know. It's just always funny to me when there's like that one person who's like, they don't even know nothing. They're just like, eh.
Why can't you let people just get their personal growth? That's what it is for me. It's like, she's out here trying to help them realize, because beforehand they were just doing it just to do it. Now she's helping them realize, hey, you know what? There's a little bit more behind this. Let me actually look into why I'm doing this. What is it that's driving me to feel this way, or lack? What am I lacking in my life that I need to do? Because they've also come out, like Cam Newton already came out and said he has a girlfriend, but she understands that I can't be with one woman for the rest of my life. It's like,
that shit was so fucking embarrassing. And the fact that he said, I've embarrassed her. And then proceeds to say, the whole time I've been with Jazz, she has not been the only woman that I've basically slept with. Like, and then for Jazz's stupid ass to get on the internet, like, me and my man talk. We have open conversation. We have those hard. Every everyone's supposed to have hard convos. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to have the worst case scenario conversations. That's what you're supposed to do before you get married, while you're married, during your, because at the end of the day, not to even make it morbid, not even just death can happen to your marriage. There's so many things that could happen. The death of a child could happen, right? Becoming paralyzed
disability
could happen. Sickness, like you could become, what's that word? Like bipolar, right? It's something that's in you, but that could get triggered by something. Like you could be fine all your life and you go through something and it will trigger that disorder in you, like out of nowhere. And you can't go back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
once it's there, it's there.
It's there. So it's like one of those things of what, like I mean, this is a very weird episode of House, but I watched an episode where a woman had a tumor and the place in the tumor was in the part of the brain that shows love and that gives you love and connection to people, like affection. They said if we remove this tumor, there is more than a 50% chance that she will lose all her emotional connection to anyone. Like she won't look at you as a son anymore. She won't look at you with love and this and the third. Like you're going to be like a stranger to her. She'll know who you are, but she's not going to have that affection for you. Mm-hmm. And like, they were like, you know, we have to do what's best because if not, she's going to die. They took it out. She looked at people like, okay. Now, before she went to the surgery, she saw my son, my love, my heart. Afterwards, she's like, who the fuck are you?
Bitch, please.
Why are you here? Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, things. So it's like, that's drastic, but you get what I'm saying? So there's hard conversations.
Don't forget another episode where the person was paralyzed, and then all of a sudden he figured out that they weren't really, paralyzed. It was just something pressing on the nerve, and he fixed it, and all of a sudden, hey, I'm back. Like,
I'm walking. I'm here. I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, there's things that can happen, and you need to have those hard conversations. But like, I shouldn't have a hard conversation about why you feel the need that you have to sleep with women while you're with me, or you have to sleep with men while you're with me. Like, that shouldn't be a hard conversation. If it has been presented, said, and stated that we both are monogamous in our theory, in our relationship, who the fuck opened it? Like when did the discussion of opening it happen? But what I will say, to get back to the topic of Dr. Bryant, that I love, she's not a person who will sit here and as soon as a person says something about her, she's like, oh, you got it wrong, blah, blah, blah. Dr. Umar went on Nick Cannon's podcast and talked about, or was it Cam's podcast? I think it was Cam, or it was either Cam or Nick's, but I think it was Cam's that Nick was showing to her about what Dr. Umar was saying about her. And he was saying that she's like this because so and so and so and so and so. And he just went through the list of reasons. And she's like, he is not wrong. There's like one or two things that are not agreeable. But other than that, yeah, I have attachment issues. I have abandonment issues. That's why I've been engaged 4 times, because it's like, you're not going to get me before you're not going to get me before I get you. Like she took accountability for herself. And that's why I feel like sometimes when it comes to men and women, like dating, marriage, whatever, there is a distinct separation of taking accountability in the relationship. Sometimes women do find it hard. I don't know why, but they find it extremely hard to make it that they were in the wrong. And that's why you get to say happy life, happy wife. Like, it's like, that shouldn't be a saying. That shouldn't be the saying. Like, you should earn happiness in your life. And this is not me being a creepy. Yeah, you should have a happy marriage with a happy life. every person involved in this relationship should be fine and healthy and well and loved on the same. There shouldn't be, why don't you get, like, I don't like women who do the whole, why don't you get me roses just because? Why don't you do this just because? Why don't you give me this? And it's like, do you think you packing your lunch for your man for him to go to work is the same as you just getting roses just because? Because at the end of the day, he has to eat. So regardless of if you eat food, regardless if he buys the food for himself or you make it for him or he does it for himself, he still has to eat during work. So this is not like this is a mandatory thing that man has to do. Him getting you roses is an option. It's a very optional ass shit for him to do. So for you to compare, I do this for you, I do this for you, because it's not, isn't, you don't have to make me food. Like, that's not, like, you don't gotta do it. Thank you, but like, I'm gonna eat regardless. You wanting roses from me specifically. Like, why can't you do it just because? Like, why can't you say, "Oh, babe,
why it's gotta be tit for tat? Why you gotta keep tallies? Why you gotta keep, a running tab?
Like, it could be, oh man, like, I know, like, let's just say if it was Royal and she's like, listen, I know your back's been hurting you a lot. I hired someone just to mow the lawn and take care of everything so that way you don't have to go out your way for your back. It's a simple little thing, nothing crazy. Oh, babe, like, my car needed an oil change or whatever like that. I just went over to Valor, whatever them people, I don't know, Valor, but whatever, I just went ahead and took my car over there just to get it, whatever. Or I asked my brother to go with me to do so and so, so you just have to worry about it, so you could just relax. So you could just, like, you know what I'm saying? Or when it comes to giving, oh, I found this thing that you like, or here's this, whatever like that, or I got this cologne for you because I know you liked it and you was running low. Like, it's stuff like that. Like, no one's asking you to be the perfect person, but this has to be a giving. I'm not.
You don't want to make things a chore. That's what the thing is. You want to do good things out of your nature, not because you feel like you have to. Because if you feel like it has to, then it becomes essentially like a job, and most people nobody wants to do a job.
I'm only going to ask because obviously I'm not in a relationship and I haven't been for a long time and I'm not married.
Yes, go ahead, ask.
How do you feel when people say marriage is hard work or marriage is a lot of work?
It is. It's work every day.
So, not putting out business on Front Street, in what terms do you feel, hey, Cora, in what terms do you feel that marriage is work?
So, every day, you have to choose to love this person. Every day, you have to actively work on things for yourself to not only do better for yourself, but also do better for your family or your partner. It's a every day someone's learning something. Every day somebody's changing. What may have worked in the very beginning of the relationship may not work a year later. So you have to be ever changing and evolving to make sure that you're on both stay on the same page, and that this relationship you want is what everyone wants ultimately. Because 100% always has to be done. Whether it be some days I do 50, some days you do 40, some days 60. Everything has to get done. So you just pick up each other's slack and do what you can, because not everyone's always going to be on they top.
So even if you and Royal wasn't in the lifestyle that y'all are in, right? What do you do when people, how people, I do the whole age old, like, you gotta keep it light, you gotta find that romance back, you gotta keep it spicy, you gotta do this in the bedroom, keep it spicy, do a little different things, right? Like, even taking away the things that you guys do to implement, like, your lifestyle in the bedroom, like, do you feel like that's true? Like like that's a necessary portion to like keeping it spicy in the bedroom? Like you know what I'm saying? Like like I don't know how many times a week y'all may have your regular degular fuck me sex, right?
Mm.
Versus like a whole
Session.
charade
A whole
of
session.
thing, a whole session,
Whole session.
right? So is the mundane sex like, is that just okay, or do people, or is it true that you have to give it more to make it
Mon
better? Like, you know what
No,
I'm saying? You know what I'm
no,
saying, trying to say?
normal things, normal activities. It works for a while, but occasionally you do have to throw some curveballs. That's what you call it. The spicy shit is throwing a curveball in there because you
Mhm.
don't want to get, I mean, don't get me wrong. Me and my wife have a great connection, so for me, it's more than just all right. I'm here to bust a nut. It's that connection. So for us, it's when we start getting at each other, like snipping at each other, biting at each other's ankles, as you would call it. That means that we started to disconnect. So that is our time to reconnect with each other
Mhm.
and and solidify everything. Like, all right, what's really going on? Come on, talk to me. What's really making you feel this way? Because at a point in time, you get your walls up, and then you need to have something that breaks down those walls. And that is the thing. That is the wall breaker for me.
Okay. Okay. So like I I don't know. I personally have never had like, even in my situationships, I think naturally doing something different or off the cuff is like a thing because nothing has extended past. I don't know how else to say that. Like nothing has lasted for a long period of time for me to like, oh, we should try this. We should try this, or we should do this. It's like, nigga, we just got here. Like we throwing everything in the motherfucking,
I just throw it against the wall and see what sticks, huh?
like we just doing everything. So I always just find it like funny when, yeah, like I just find it funny when people always say like, you gotta keep it spicy. You gotta, like, even when past shows that we've had, like how to keep it live and how to keep it's just like, does it get boring as hell at some point? Because to me, right, and this is just me as a virgin in the game when it comes to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
A good cuddle session, right, could always be something else. Like something doesn't have to get started the way that it usually gets started all the time, right? So
Mm-hmm.
even if we're just sleeping and we're like in the middle of the night, your hand starts creeping or something like that, like that's something eccentric to me because it's like, it's not your typical like, you want to meet me upstairs in like 10 to 15. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's stuff like that. Or if it's like the kids come home at 3, it's 2:50. What can you do in 10 minutes? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like on some like timer shit, like what we finna, like, so it's like things like that. I feel like you could always do something without it being such like a spectacle to
Mm-hmm.
ensure that you're not getting bored in the bedroom. I feel like you should never get bored in the bedroom with your partner who you are in some form crazy about. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because if I'm with
Obsessed.
you,
Just
I'm
say obsessed.
obsessed about you. Like when I was with my ex, the nigga would walk waterfalls. Like, you just, me watching the nigga walk was enough for me. Like, just to get me hot. Just the way the nigga walk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be
Like,
like
look at
super
that swag
obsessed.
ass walk right there.
Yeah, like you have to be super obsessed. So it's just like, it always like, I just feel like people sometimes like, which could be true, they put sustainability over like natural feelings and connection with a person. So I feel like when they hit a certain point, it's like, I chose you at the time because you made sense.
Uh-huh.
And now that we've gotten to this point where you're not making sense anymore, I'm losing it for you. So I'm losing my attraction for you emotionally and physically because you don't make sense anymore. Whereas if you get with a person because it's like, it's not even
I
you make
want you.
sense. Like, I don't even think.
It's just that simple. I want
Yeah.
you. I
Yes.
choose you. I choose you, Pikachu. That's what
Yeah.
you say.
Literally that. Literally that. Like I was telling somebody the other day, it's so sexy to me to hear a man tell me that they miss me or that they want me in some way.
Mhm.
Like, obviously, you could be like, "Oh, yeah, I wanna take you down Fucktown and do you in the
That's
back street and
that's
give you Head Boulevard and lick 'em down Lane." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, that's cute.
Oh
Like,
man.
that's cute, but to tell me, like, "I just wanna hold you so bad. I just wanna smell you. I wanna feel your skin." Obviously, top is given. You telling me that regardless of the fact. But it's saying it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's given that, like, yes, I lust after you, but like your presence is the most important part of that.
Mhm.
Because you could say, damn, like I want you to give me some head. And like, yeah, you can make it sexy, like, I want you to specifically give me head. Like, I mean, I could get hit, but when you do it, ah, exceptional. Like, this is great. Yeah, okay, great. But what you're telling me is at the end of the day, head is what you just desire. Even if it's not me, you're still getting what you need.
Mhm.
You just like it because if with me is, exactly, even a simple like I miss your voice. Like I just it's the little things. Now what I
It's,
don't like.
now I will say when you're like truly connected to someone,
Mhm.
when you have that feeling, that longing for someone, there are times where the right session will have you break down and let out all those emotions you hold
Oh, I've cried before. I've cried at the end of a session before.
in.
Like like I mean, and I
Ugly
didn't
face,
know.
ugly face.
Yeah, very. And I didn't know where it came from. Like to me, I thought it was you didn't hit my G spot. You hit some
The
trauma.
crazy butt. You hit
Like
the
something like you
crazy
hit
butt.
a trauma button or something. Like you know how when they tell you like to do hip exercises because it opens you up, it helps like whatever. Um and then some people when they do that, they get some type of like response out like that just pours out. They just like it becomes so emotional because it's like a certain pain locked in or something like that. I think that might have been it. I don't know, but I definitely like wept.
I call it the crazy button. You hit the crazy button. That's what that is.
I don't know. I didn't get crazy. It was a weird feeling. It was like, yeah, I've missed you and damn, why was you fucking me like that? And more so like
I'm just saying, you hitting those spots, you making her come, and then in the middle you coming and that intenseness of that feeling, you just bust out of tears. That's that crazy button right
I ain't crazy. So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. I don't know.
there. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess we think that ain't
Me.
cry.
I can't
Hey,
wait till you get that nigga for you that hit that crazy button. Oh yeah, we going. I can't wait.
a lot of people have said that, like, not even in the terms of like hitting the crazy button, but like in terms of like they can't wait. Hey, bright eyes. They can't hit bright eyes. I don't know what the hell I said, but like they can't wait for me to get the nigga. Like, because they're like, you are this person. And it's like you're just wanting to like just explode it onto somebody. Like literally just everything. And
Mm-hmm.
so I feel like they're waiting to see if I become chill in that element because now
Oh
I've been
no,
able to give it to a person and it's not just sitting in me. And I'm like, I don't think so. Because now I'm gonna be cuckoo for
now she
cocoa
gonna
puffs.
be talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be cuckoo for cocoa puffs with this person. If I talk about the desire and the want and the craving of human male species, then when I get the man, yeah, my husband, like, yeah, I'm talking about because at this point, I don't want a boyfriend. I just want a husband. Like, I don't like, we can skip past that. If you like me and I like you,
Let's get out the game. Yeah.
yeah, like, that's my husband. Period. I put one of those like anonymous chat thingies on my Snapchat, and it was just like, oh, it said something like, "Where's your boyfriend?" or something like that, or "Do you have a boyfriend yet?" And I was like, "You mean my husband?" Like that. What's a boyfriend? I don't know those. I don't know those
Right.
things. I know husbands.
Husband's the only acceptable step, huh?
Because I've heard, and we've all heard the same old, like, don't do wifey shit, don't do husband shit until that person deserves it or or shows that they deserve it. And to me, I never literally understood what the fuck that meant. Because some people
How is somebody going to know that you're wifey if you don't show them
know that you have the
wife?
material to be wifey. Because I remember there's been, I think, 2 times that it has been said to me that I have displayed wife energy in some term, right? And they were very, to me, simple ass things.
Mm-hmm.
One was, we went out to eat. It was like Chipotle. And I was like, "Are you done?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay." And I took his, and this is when Chipotle was giving baskets. They don't do baskets no more. But
take this bag, get the fuck out of here.
yeah. But I picked up his basket. I picked up mine. I went threw our shit away, put the trays together. And they had trays too, damn. And then put the trays, and then I was like, "Okay, you ready to go?" And he's like, "Yo, you wifey material." I'm like, "How am I wifey material?" Because I did that. Like, that to me made sense, right? Then next time was in more recent time frame was, "Oh, hey, you forgot to," it was something like that he had forgot to do something. I can't remember what it was. I was like, "Oh, you forgot to so and so and so." I was just like, it's very wife shit. That's very much like and I'm like, that's simple to me though. That's nothing. But this is why, and this is why I'm saying this, is because you can't declare what's wifey shit, what's hubby shit, because everybody has a different viewpoint on what is what. Me getting your plate for you to another man is like, okay, like big whoop. But to this dude, it was like, damn, like she really care about me. Like she really feel me. Like she,
Instead of me getting up and had to do it, she did it for
yeah,
us.
like it's gonna be different to every person. So even if you are in a boyfriend girlfriend relationship and you are doing these equivalent wifey duties, that man is probably not even seeing them as wifey duties. He's just like, well, you my bitch. Like, what the fuck else you supposed to do? Like, the hell? But whole time you sitting here going, oh, girl, I be doing so much wife shit. I really be on my wife shit. And he's just like, to me, you just be doing regular shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sometimes they confuse white shit
With
is mom shit. And you know what I mean.
And that's what K. Michelle said. You can't raise a man. Okay, he's already grown. What you gonna do? You wonder why he acts like a boy? Because he wasn't raised right before you. Which is true. Like, have you watched Mama's Boy on TLC?
Nah.
I'm Dating a Mama's Boy.
No. Never heard of it.
I would like to think that a lot of this stuff, just because it's, reality TV, I would think that it's all fabricated, obviously. But even if it was fabricated, sometimes these things do happen where you are dating a man who is so he's hanging off of his mother's nipple. That's the best way I can say it.
That reminds me
Like
Love is Blind, Washington D.C., where the guy lived at home with his parents. His mother does his laundry. He just started paying his cell phone bill. His parents pay his car insurance. Yes.
yeah.
Never.
So it's, to me, it's just like, and then the mother, it does everything and anything to ensure that even if he's happy with the girl he's dating, she's infiltrating. She's always there. She's always got something to say. And it's just kind of like, dude, you want your mom, bro. You literally want your mom. Like in one episode, the woman showed up to this girl's job. Like she's a dental assistant and like pulled her to the side and tried to confront her about some weird shit. She's like, the fact that you're here at my job is so fucking beyond me. Like, so I don't know. I just feel like if you don't know how to be a man or be a woman on your own, then maybe you shouldn't be in a relationship or attempt to be in a relationship.
If you don't know who you are and how to love yourself, how is someone else supposed to know?
Period. Okay. Period. But okay, so update, guys.
Mm-hmm. As she comes in tears.
Update. Remember how many moons ago, and how I repeatedly have said that anal is just something that will never be on my bingo card?
Mm-hmm. Check that off the list.
Hold on, because it's not penetration.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's testing. So
Yeah, bingo.
it's
My
being tried.
B42.
It's being tried. Like I'm trying to do some self-evaluations.
Mm.
And
Self-testing.
yeah, so yeah, it's being tried. There's attempts being tried. So we'll we'll get there when we get there.
At least you're trying. That's the important part.
That's the most important part.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So, I have to ask the question. Was this a self-experiment or was there some motivation behind it?
Boredom. That is the best way I can explain that answer.
Boredom? Like,
boredom.
Okay, why not?
Literally that.
Oh.
Because if you can't relax with yourself, who are you gonna relax with?
Right. Ooh, she says she went to her first BDSM party. I got questions.
A BDSM party?
Yes. Yes, you gotta be part of a community. You gotta get sponsored. There's a whole lot in it. But yes, there are community parties where you go to someone's house or some location and you party with people. Doesn't
No.
necessarily mean that you have to do things, but
Yeah.
things do happen.
I will say that there's a friend of mine in Missouri near Kansas City that he hosts a lot of those type of parties. Spelunking is crazy. And he at his events, he had glory holes. And I was like, yo, how the frick, Frank, did you create glory holes? Like, because it's not like it was in a different room. Because you know how usually typically they're in a different room, right? This was in a different room. Like it's like if you had, it's like kind of like this background. Like if you had just open floor plan, like how are you? So I'm guessing he made like a 4-wall, you know, kind of whatever. And then he, you know, did the glory. And I was just like,
so there's this mansion community that I know of where he converted his basement and redid it to where in the room it's 3 walls. So there's 2 separate doors. One door is for who's going behind the wall, and then there's the door for the people going in front of the wall. And there's different holes depending on what you're going to do, whether it be man or woman. You know, there's ones where you could lay down on the table and slide in, and then there's ones where you just, you know, poke on through. So,
ow, that's gonna bubble. My thing is this. For the men, right? And they're hitting someone missionary or backdoor, but more specifically backdoor, right?
Okay.
Because the backdoor one is the height that will tell you the difference. What do they do when a short man comes in? Because let's just say you put somebody to do like back shots, glory hole, right? Okay, cool. But the angle in the arch and the this and the that is for men who are maybe minimum 5'11" and up. What if a 5'7" king come in there and he can't get up there because a step stool,
step ladder, yes, they're prepared for anything that is necessary.
Okay, what if it's a person who wants to do a missionary, but the missionary person is lower? What how he gonna get up in there?
What are you talking about?
Like,
again,
he can't use a step stool because he's already too tall. Like, so
what you're saying, the table is at the height it is. Whether he needs to go up or down, the table is at the height.
There should be some judgment in kink.
Why?
There should be.
Why? Why should there be judgment in kink? Especially since we preach no judgment.
Because if you're in there and you're having a good time and then you shitting, who told you to come in here and start shitting? Why are you shitting on the floor right now? You see what I'm saying? But to some people, that's my king. But you just in here shitting? Like, you know what I'm saying? You 2 girls, 1 cup in this motherfucker right now? Well, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
You be in
there are some things that should have some
things. There's a particular area that you need to go to, whether it be some little kiddie pool somewhere or whatever you got to do, but you need to be in that particular area for you to enjoy yourself.
Provided genocide. Thank you, darling. Because imagine you hitting and everybody's having a good time. Next thing you know, you nutting in this shit coming out your ass. And now we all sitting here looking at you, looking at us, looking at you, nutting and shit at the same time.
Again, as Bright Eye says, you clean up your messes. You're an adult. Ain't no slaves. There are.
I'm sorry. This is a freakway, not a rehab, not a nursing home. You ruined me. You ruined my good time here because you just decided to start shit. You know, or let's just say we're in this space where, you know, everything's cool. We're doing our thing or whatever. I'm not overthinking nothing. This is real life shit that literally could happen. That's what I'm saying. This is real life things that happen.
Literally real life shit.
You're at a party and everything is cool. Like, everybody's enjoying their sex, whatever. This is like free, open, free play, free fuck. This is like, there's not even no rooms that you could go into. Everything's open, right? There's a person there who has a little fetish and is getting fucked and talking in almost a very childlike way while they're getting fucked, and they're around people, and it's just like, yeah, that's their kink, but that's very also fucking uncomfortable, because like, now, because if you are getting pal drive and I'm like, yeah, get it, that, and next thing I hear is like, yes, father, please do me like that, like, I'm going home, like, did it. I know you're an adult, but you have made me feel uncomfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there is some, I'm not saying it's a grand amount, but there is some tiny, tiny, tiny little things that we should just.
If that is what you're into, then you should probably be around like-minded people doing such activity. As Bright Eye says, you're going to get the rules. You're going to get walked around the house so you can see what areas are for what, and you stick to your areas.
Okay, P Diddy.
Yes.
Freak parties.
What about Diddy's Freakniks?
He allegedly likes watching people fuck. There's no shame in kink, right? Everybody's attacking this man for doing this shit. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there's only certain stipulations about
the reason
this
why
stuff.
they're attacking Diddy, because it's not so much of what he did, it's about how he went about blackmailing. People are like, oh, he blackmailed me. The acts that Diddy participated in were not necessarily
allegedly.
Yes, the acts, the actual sexual acts that he participated in, allegedly. Yes. But there's nothing wrong with those things. What is wrong is if he coerced people, or as they said, allegedly blackmailed them, or allegedly threatened them, or whatever he did that was outside the form of real consent. Because as long as you have consent, if that's what you want to do, and that person consents to it, then damn it, it is what it is. If you want to go in somebody's room and watch them get it in and take, the Great American Escape, as Genocide Circus has shown us before. If you want that grape ape going inside you and you want to watch somebody do it, sure. Consent is all that matters. As long as everyone is consenting to what's going on, I am not shaming anyone. I shame people when people have issues when it becomes no longer consent. Where, hey, I've asked you not to do this and you're still doing it anyway. I said for you, I don't want you to watch. I need you to go over there, but you do it anyway. Great American Challenge. Thank you.
Please stop bringing it up. That man has been bringing that thing up since we started this podcast. Lord, I'm tired. Oh, Bright Eyes, yes, I know all these things, but someone's got to be the devil advocate. Someone's got to be the person.
Somebody's got to be the trade proper.
I'm gonna be the person. I'm gonna be the person every single time. I'm going to be the person every single time. I'm always going to bring up nonsensical ideas and conversations into stuff that just makes sense. But did everyone think about this? Did everybody?
I'm just saying, we want to get to the Diddy shit. I don't know why they confiscated the lube, the dildos, because none of those things are illegal to own.
Yeah, but they said inside the lube there was allegedly other ingredients than baby oil.
How are you gonna?
First of all, how you lace baby oil is crazy. But if that's what happened, that is
what do you lace? What do you lace? What did they say was laced in these items?
I forgot what they said it was laced with, but it was like some type of what's that word that when you hallucinate?
Psychedelics.
Like something like that, like something that would be able to be absorbed in your pores and stuff like that, that gives you that, like, you know, euphoric feeling, that like heightened, maybe it was liquid mushrooms, I don't know, LSD and
Ellis.
baby oils. Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Do you know how
But
much?
they said that nigga had cases of that shit, like. And then but here's my thing that also, like, about the whole P Diddy thing, because me and my family were just talking about that today. We talking about P Diddy, we talking about R Kelly, we talking about, like, we were talking about everybody, right?
Uh-huh.
And this is how you know you were raised in a family of, like, I don't want to say smart people, but raised in a family of, like, people like, let's stop pretending that you didn't know the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I will say this in its short phrase. For all parties who have been accused or criminated or whatever like that of all things that they've done, right?
Mhm.
Let's stop pretending that all this was not done in front of our faces for a very long time. And let's stop pretending that we weren't joking about it the entire time. You cannot see something.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
You
Yes, we
cannot
know.
see something for 20 something years straight, every time, talk about it, laugh, make jokes, create comedy specials, create
And they get
song
it,
remixes,
and they get offended
and
by
all this stuff.
it.
And then, because people came out and made a movie with dark lighting about what this person has done, which you already know, now you're upset about it.
Oh my God.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, with the whole P Diddy
I'm
thing,
so
right?
appalled. My
It has
sensible
always,
natures.
right, with the whole P Diddy thing, it's always been said P Diddy had something to allegedly to do with Biggie's death, right? It's always been said that he's allegedly in, but the reason why P Diddy and Biggie and Tupac had that beef, like like there was some type of inserts, right?
Mhm.
It's always been said that P Diddy has that personality. He will do anything and everything to have the power. Like, he will stop at nothing.
Yep.
There has been stories that have came out about this man for eons. Okay, when he was tried for murder, right? And during that time, he was dating J-Lo, and J-Lo was there and Shine was there, and they know the story. They know what happened. J-Lo did the smart thing and left and never came back.
Mhm.
Left and never came back. She's like, I can see what's happening here. I need to leave. What happened? What did Shine do? Take the charge, got deported for this man. Okay. What did he do? Still live, still exist.
Mhm.
There were
Still doing
so
Diddy.
many things that have came up about Diddy over all these years. Okay. You're not going to tell me that now, because Cassie, and, like, mind you, when making the band happen, we were all, that he made him walk down to get, that nigga made them niggas
They
walk for an
made
hour and
them
a half
walk
or something,
to Brooklyn to go get me some
get some cheese
cheesecake.
and walk back. And the way that he would open the studio, close the studio, open the studio. Yes, it's entertainment, but my nigga, come on. At some point, it's no longer entertainment. This nigga had 20 to 40 men sleeping in the same house, okay? Battling and singing each other and doing all this stuff. Then this nigga went and made these niggas go home, change your hair, lose weight, do this, do that, and then come back and I'll see if I let you in the. You don't even know if you're in the group yet. He just
Mhm.
he pre-selected you. And you came back and you still were fat, you're out the group. If you came back and your hair wasn't cut, you're out the group. Like he was demanding all this stuff, right? Even in the clip with Keisha Cole singing last night, The way the nigga was talking to her in that clip, like there's certain stuff that this nigga has
Eat
displayed.
the cake, anime. I told you, eat the goddamn cake, anime.
Displayed this stuff for so long that you're not going to tell me that now you're all like, oh, did look what this nigga, look at what happened in the nigga's past. Look, in the music video with Biggie, this nigga was in the hot tub with him, his baby mama, and like other people. It's not even other women, people. All the shit was there. Like, all the shit was there. You're not going to tell me you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So, really, guys, like, that's why when people are like, oh, did you find out this? Are we surprised? We're surprised. We're surprised.
This nigga had a bed big enough to fit 50 people. What are we surprised about here, y'all?
And mind you, that bed has been talked about for like a long time. Niggas has been talking about that bed. Kanye West have talked about it. So many different artists have came out and said, yeah, that nigga got like a 50-foot bed outside of his backyard. So many people have talked about this. Why is this now the thing? When Kanye West did the music video and he had all those people in the bed, he was saying, oh, Diddy's bed, have all celebrities. Y'all are now actually so surprised?
My poor sensibilities.
It's like knowing I'm big. And I've been big. I've been big my whole life. I've been eating bad. And then you are shocked that I went and got a Chipotle bowl and a burrito. And I ate it.
With a Diet Coke.
With a Diet Coke. Why are we surprised by that? Why is that shocking to us right now? Like, have you not seen me before? What are you talking about? That's what I had to say.
You feel better now?
Because I saw your face.
Oh.
Yeah, Royal. It's my nigga.
Go and tell the people where they can find you at.
She's going to murder me.
She has to watch the show first.
Yes, she does. And if she doesn't, then that's all. But you guys can follow me on TikTok at c.hayes, INC, and on Instagram at Candy Taste Sweet. Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will find me with the lovely, most sexiest fat man you ever will find, Menduke. The Vault with Chase and Duke. We do a lot of skits, a lot of comedy over there. And every Sunday you will find me either by myself or I'll be with Hubducer that way. With Hubducer.
I try my best.
Eastern Standard Time.
I said I'd be trying my best. Life be.
You do. You got stuff. Listen, you got the Brady Bunch charades.
Mm-hmm. Especially with people with jobs and try. I swear, when we get this child a car, I think life would be a little bit easier. I'm afraid.
In her car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that it's the in-between motion of having your oldest and your youngest. And you're like, when they were younger, it wasn't this hard. And now we've had 18,000 different things going on and whatever we have you, but because they're older now, they're working and they got this and that, it just gets more difficult in that sense. But then once they graduate, it's like
it's their problems.
It's their problems. They gotta figure stuff out.
You an adult now. Go figure that shit out like I did.
Exactly. Oh, I'm tired.
Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure, y'all. We like being around. We appreciate y'all coming through and chilling with us while we get the rant and rave about whatever we decide to come to our mind. What we looking about next Sunday? Are we looking to do it? Because I know it's gonna be after Thanksgiving. You going out of town?
No.
Okay. Oh yeah,
No.
we should be here next Sunday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here. And I told my mother already. Saturday afternoon, max Saturday afternoon / evening will be the last time I consume Thanksgiving food. Like, I'm not, because in 4 weeks, because guess what? In 4 weeks, we finna do this shit all over again. So for Christmas. So I'm not going to sit here and continue eating this food till Tuesday. Like, I'm not doing that. And more importantly, like I told her, like, it's just us. Like, my brother, his girlfriend, and her son and my niece might come over. But I'm not.
I don't need you to make enough for 10 people.
I don't know. I want a small pan of macaroni and cheese. I don't even want a big pan. And I love macaroni and cheese. I literally don't want the surplus of food that could possibly exist just because I don't want that. I want a pot of green beans, a thing of, collard greens, a small mac and cheese, a pot, like not a full quart, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like a pot of candy yams, a thing of rice to just take everything down, some gravy and ham. I don't want turkey wings. I don't want any form of fucking turkey. But of course, we had to have turkey at some point. So then the turkey wings. And I'm going to make a potato salad. And I'll make dessert.
A smoked turkey and a fried turkey I got to do. They upstairs defrosting as we...
But you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And I don't know if it's like, as I've gotten older, and maybe because I don't have kids, it's not even, I don't know. I feel like the older you get without having kids, the more uninterested you become in the seasons. Because I don't have it. Hi. I just don't have it. Like, I don't, like, when it comes to Christmas, over these years, decorating has really been the bane of my existence. Like, I hate it. Love it though. That's the thing. I love it. I love looking at it. I love seeing it.
You love looking at it, but
I love going through the Christmas lights, driving through. Like, I love it. Personally, me doing it, fuck no. Because guess what? I'm gonna do that, and then in a month, I'm gonna have to take it down. Because in this house, we don't go into New Year's with anything old. So everything got to get ripped down in a week. It's like Christmas happens the 26th. We need to start taking shit down.
Oh no!
So, like you
nah. That shit gonna sit there for a little bit.
It's like no, I don't want to go. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go through. I don't. I just want to chill. I just want to be on some chill shit. I want to,
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, bye, y'all.
It's been a pleasure.
No, are you doing aftercare?
I'm not at that at the moment.
Well, y'all heard him first. No aftercare, y'all.
I didn't say that. I mean, I can go hop in for a little bit.
Oh, we just said like you didn't have it.
Oh no! What? Hold on.
I don't know what's happening.
Sorry about that. What the? Are you doing that?
I'm just playing music.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Hubducer will be in there. He'll be in there. So, y'all have a good night.
See whoever.